As soon as I start, it's like, oh, it's because I'm doing it at a weird time. Every time I do it at a weird time, everybody's doing stuff. That's why I keep it at the same time every day. So that it's not for you guys. It's for my family, so that everybody knows. Oh, this is the time. But today is a different time because we're going out tonight. Tonight we're going to the high school. My daughter's getting scholarship and awards and stuff, so that's cool. Hi. If you're in the replay, then say hi in the replay, because that's where you are. And write something. Write a hashtag. Hashtag I am in the replay, and I missed the live again. Gosh! Some of you guys have been making up some cool ones. I like them. Keep making them up. And keep doing that. Hector is here. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hector, how are you? Nice to see you at Daily Fuel. And if you, like Hector, are here live with me, then say hello in the live. You can comment the whole time that I'm talking. I'm going to go through my spiel. I'm going to ignore the comments. I'm going to do my thing, and then I'm going to be done with my thing, and then I'm going to come and I'm going to read the comments. So I like it if you guys comment the whole time that I'm talking. Because two reasons. Number one, I hear lots of clicks, and that just makes me feel like you're still there. I'm not talking to dead air. It's like because I don't really look at the screen that much when I'm doing my spiel, so I hear the clicks like that one, and that helps me know that, oh, they're still here. So just say hi, and comment along with what I'm saying. The second thing is, when I get to the end, I like to go and I like to see lots of comments, and then I have lots to read, and we go through them in the discussion, and that's my favorite part. Anyway, so 2 minutes. Let's get started. Take a deep breath. Fear. False evidence appearing real. Have you ever heard that acronym for fear? I like that acronym. I remind myself of it all the time because that is what fear is. It is false evidence appearing real. And the fear that we feel is our internal reaction to this false evidence. And why is it false? Because it's only from our perspective, our individual perspective. And it's not like the whole big picture. That's part of why it's false. The bigger reason why it's false is because it's our ego's perspective. Our ego is that part of us that was born through evolution to help us see the tiger in the bushes so that we didn't get eaten. It was really, really good. It was the fight or flight thing. Now we live in this world where, there are no tigers in this basement. If there were, that would be weird. But there aren't, luckily. And so, I don't need that kind of fight or flight response running constantly in my mind, and yet it does. And everything is a fight or flight response when there's stress involved. And the problem with the ego at this point now is that the ego only knows the human part of the equation. We are spiritual beings having a human adventure. I like the word adventure now. I changed it from experience to adventure. We're human beings. No, we're not. We're spiritual beings having a human adventure. But the ego is only in the human part. It doesn't know about the spiritual part. It's not part of the spiritual part. It didn't come from there. It's something we evolved here in these bodies, and so it doesn't know them. It doesn't know about the spiritual part. We are magic. We have the magic to transcend it by tapping into our spiritual part. And so today I have a 3-part way about how to do that. And the first part is to understand. This is number one. Number one is to understand that the opposite of fear. By the way, this topic, I don't know if she's here. This topic was inspired by a post. There she is, by Kirsten today. She posted a picture of herself up on a pirate ship. Apparently 20 years ago she was a pirate sailing the seven seas, plundering villages in Europe. I don't know. Anyway, she was doing that, and she was fearless back then, and she wondered aloud where did that fearless girl go. And the thing is that fearless is not the opposite of fear. The opposite of fear is trust. And bear with me on this, right? So fearless is, we can't get rid of our ego. We can't get rid of this part of us. It's always looking for the tiger in the bushes. Always. It's always going to find something to feel fight or flight about. It's always going to be looking for something. Its job is to protect us, and it does a really good job of it. But in 21st century Earth, we don't need it working quite so well all the time with every little thing. So, fearless, we get this idea that I wish I were fearless and I could just step into things and just do it. And that's really not what fearless is, because we think fearless means having no fear. But having no fear is impossible. We're always going to feel fear. And so if we set this goal to feel no fear, and that's impossible, we're going to fail. You're going to fail doing that. You're not going to get to a place in your life where you feel no fear unless you're like a sociopath or something. So the opposite of fear is actually trust. Trust is when we tap into source and remember, oh my God, this thing is happening and I'm feeling fear. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. I'm not just a meat suit. I am God in a meat suit. I have access to the magic of the universe. I can fix this. That's trust. I don't know how I'm going to fix it because I'm looking at it through the eyes of my human part, and I'm looking at it through the eyes of my ego part, but I know that I have that spiritual part, and all I have to do is go like, you know what, you do this, and it's going to get fixed somehow. I'm not going to get eaten by that tiger. So that's number one, is the opposite of fear is not fearless, it's trust. So how do we build that trust? Well, that's where number two comes into play. We have to practice this because we forget. If you don't practice it all the time, then when the ego really happens, when the shit hits the fan and you're going out of your mind with fear, you're not going to remember the trusting part. You're going to go, oh my God, what the fuck? That's what you're going to do. But if you practice and you prepare for it, you do drills, right? We do our energy work every day, and we practice and we flex those muscles, and we remind ourselves constantly when we're not in that fear state that I am more than this physical being. I am the spiritual being, that when I feel fear, when the fear jumps on me, I'm going to remember to tap into spirit and tap into the bigger part of me. And if we practice that all the time, then when the fear does strike, you're going to remember because you practiced it. So that's number two, is to practice it. And you got to do it every day. That's the energy work one. I'm going to do energy work, daily fuels constantly. But number three, then, that practice leads to what you become. Instead of fearless, you become brave. Now, that brave is much different than fearless. Fearless, again, means I have no fear. That's impossible. You unless you like turn off all your emotional connections or whatever, you don't want to do that. Brave, on the other hand, brave is when you feel the fear and you do it anyway. You're like, I am afraid to do this, but I know that Source is on my side. I know that I'm this spiritual being. I know that I am more amazing than just what I feel in this moment of weakness or meagerness or meekness or whatever the word is. I know that I'm more than this, so I'm going to just, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway. That's brave. That's brave. And if you don't know what to do, if you're just like, you're in a situation and you have no idea what the solution is, that's when bravery becomes, I'm going to remember what I've practiced and I'm just going to trust. It takes so much bravery to trust when there is no evidence in your sights that's telling you everything's going to be all right. They're calling, they're doing this, they're bugging me, this is happening, everyone's on my case, blah, 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 whatever the problem is. It feels like the end of the world in the moment, but to be brave is to just say, no, I'm going to get through this. Everything's going to be okay. I don't know how right now, but it's gonna. And then you breathe. That's it. That's the end. That's it. And it will be okay. It really, really will. So that's it. But don't be pirates. That's terrible. Kirsten plundering those villages and killing those people. That's just horrible. I might boot you from the group for that. I don't want pirates in my group. Anyway, I'm kidding. She wasn't a pirate. Hector, Dania is here. Hi, Dania. How are you? And I didn't say hi to everybody, so now I get to do it now. Amy, it was early live. Yeah, early live today. We're going out tonight to the school for a thing. It's the last week of school. My daughter graduates on Friday. By the way, on Friday, there will be no Daily Fuel. We have graduation all day long, so I won't be able to. I won't be here. Crimson is here. Hello. How are you? Here's a Facebook user. Oh no, who's this? A Facebook user. It's Shin. All right. Greetings. I can't. You're not gonna do it. It's okay. I won't bug you about it. Kirsten. But hi, Shan. How are you? Kirsten, Bobby. I'm here. No fear. I just hit the send button at 5 p.m. What did you send? I don't know what you sent. Did I miss something? I forgot. Let's go. Says the same Facebook user or a different Facebook user? Not the same Facebook user. It's Shan. Amy says clickety click. There we go. Yeah, I like the sound. I can't tell you. Go. Lion's Tooth is here. Hey, and Ty is here. Woo! Hi, Ty. How are you? Okay, I should say the hellos in the beginning because they seem kind of weird at the end. Just felt the biggest fear. A spider walked across my hand as I was typing. Spiders don't really bother me. They bother everybody else in my family, but except for me. So they'll like come to me and be like, "Spider, you got to get rid of it for me." And I'll like pick them up and I'll bring them outside and I'll put them outside. And but they're tiny sometimes, and it takes a lot to not crush them. But I try. Usually I don't. Kelly says clarity already. Usually I don't crush them. Clarity already. Just to ask, whose perspective is this? That is feeling the fear. Never thought to help myself move through the fear that way. Yeah, whose perspective is it? It's your ego's. It's that part of you that's fearful. There is a part of us that is fearful, and that fearful part is important because if we didn't have a fearful part, we would just walk across the street without looking both ways. We would just walk into things all the time without, we wouldn't have awareness of danger or anything like that. The fear part is important for us. The problem is it's on overdrive all the time, and we become afraid of things that we don't need to be afraid of. I'm afraid to call this person because they might say no. That is not the same as I'm afraid to walk into this building because it's on fire. Those are two completely different things. And I learned that when I became a firefighter, because I used to be afraid to call people on the phone and ask them for business until the day that I was in the fire department and we went into a burning building. And I remember being in this building, looking around going, I can't believe I'm afraid to call people on the phone. That's ridiculous. This is fear. This is fear. I'm afraid of this shit. Amy says, you sound odd today. Is anyone else hearing a fuzziness? I don't know. You know what? I was having a problem with Ecamm. It wasn't letting me schedule the live. It took me like 15 minutes. I had to restart things, and then all of a sudden it worked. So maybe there's a fuzzy filter today. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you can hear me. Haley says, your strength is in keeping calm and showing trust. Amen. Yeah, that is strength. When you can keep calm. This is something I've talked about with my friend Landon a lot. We've talked about this, that a lot of times we think that, man, I wish I could just get everything around me to be calm. And that's not the goal, because that's impossible. Very much like being fearless is impossible. We cannot control the world. We can't make everything calm. We can't make peace in the Middle East and reds like blues, and that's just not going to freaking happen, okay? So just forget it. Here's what we can do. We can remain calm in the chaos. That's what we can do, and that's what we practice doing. We can remain calm in the chaos, and we can practice so that when the chaos becomes a bit overwhelming and we feel like it's sucking us in, we can remember, oh, no. I'm not just this little person. I am this person. And this person doesn't get sucked into anyone's crap, so get lost. I'll figure it out. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in a week, but it'll get figured out, and a year from now, I won't even remember this problem. Seriously, do you know for a fact that 5 years ago, there was probably something that you were really, really stressed out about? Can you tell me what it was? And if you can tell me what it was, can you at least remember that it's probably been resolved in some way? There are a lot of things that are just the end of the world that sometime later you don't even remember because you're too busy stressing out about the next end of the world. Your strength. I get it. Kelly, spirit drill. Drop and give me 20 burpees. Kiss the earth and touch the sky. Sorry, you got me all amped up there. Yeah, think of it as drills, right? Seriously. if you had to, I actually wrote this in my notes. I forgot to say it. Because I'm a singer, right? So I would never just get up on stage and do a performance as a singer without practicing the songs, without making sure that I was really rehearsing and practicing, and that my vocal cords were well up to par. It's like that. Like I can sing a song any time at any moment, but there is no way that I would get up on stage right now and like do 2 or 3 songs even, because it's not there. I have to practice. It doesn't take me long to practice and get to that point because I have practiced it before and I have muscle memory. But if you don't have muscle memory working on fear, you've got to work on it for a while. You just have to keep reminding yourself. It's affirmations, but it's doing it with intention to remember that I will not succumb to the fear. I just will look at it, I'll observe it, I'll see it, and I'll realize it doesn't have any power over me. I'm uncomfortable sitting with it, but it doesn't really have any power over me, and it's not murdering me, so I'm okay. Spirit drills. I like that. Spirit drills. That's cool. Feel the fear, but do it anyway. That's bravery. Yes. Karina, hi. I am light. Nothing of darkness can touch me. I am powerful and a force that cannot be broken. I love that. If that affirmation works for you to get to this thing, if that's your spirit drill, then say it every day. If you say words like that, it means nothing to you, then don't do that. Do something else. Everybody is going to have their own thing, but that's beautiful. That's really wonderful. I used to allow anxiety to control my life. Now I call it excitement to be embraced. Interesting. You've redefined it. That's a really good thing, too. So maybe let's riff on that for half a second or longer. And I've redefined. I used to allow anxiety to control my life. Now I call it excitement to be embraced. I like that. So if you have this fear, this could be how you do your spirit drills. You could say, "How can I redefine this?" What is similar to the other thing I was saying recently? Like, what is the gift in this? Right? Maybe there is no gift in it. Maybe that wording doesn't do it for you. But maybe you could say, "How can I redefine this? How can I look at it from a different way? How would I look at this if this happened to me when I was at a point that I was stronger and could deal with it more? Or maybe how would I deal with this problem if I already had the resources that I need to solve the problem? Would this still bother me that much? Probably not, right? Let's say it's a money problem, and you're just like you're getting phone calls or something like that, and it's stressing you out. But if you had the resources to just pay everybody and they go away, then you wouldn't be stressed about it anymore. So practice feeling that. Practice feeling what it would feel like to have the resources to fix it. Redefine it so that it doesn't have any power over you. Figure out what will give you the power over it. Easier said than done, and you have to figure it out for yourself, but that's the formula. Kelly, be brave, heart, freedom. Brave heart. Freedom. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, if they're pulling your guts out of your body, then, you know, we have a bigger problem here. Why is it under Facebook user? Is that Shin? Why is it under Facebook user? Yeah, why is it under Facebook user? Okay, so we are in a Facebook group. Facebook groups have privacy settings. I am using Ecamm Live to do my lives, and in order to see your profile picture and your name, you have to click that link at the top of this post. It's a link in the text of this post, and you click that link, you give Ecamm permission, and then when you comment on the lives, I will be able to see your name and your profile picture. But everybody else on Facebook can see it because you're on Facebook. I am not looking at this on Facebook. I am looking at this through my streaming software. So I see this, and then I don't know who it is, and then I got to go to Facebook on my phone and figure who is it, you know, and it's you. So that's it. If you can click that link, then the next time you're here, you only have to click it once. You don't have to do it every single time until sometimes they change the privacy, and then you got to do it again. But what are you going to do? Bless your heart for saving the spiders. I try. I don't like killing spiders because I hate other insects. I hate mosquitoes and flies and things like that, and I know the spiders kill them. So I'm like, you know, here. Am I here? Yeah, you're here. Hi, Ray. How are you? You are alive. Kirsten, sorry, my biggest fear I've been having. I quit my job to do art. Oh, did you? Oh, wow. I literally went through fuel steps 1 to 3 today. I finally said fuck it and just sent the resignation letter. Wow. No clue what comes next, but here we go. Well, congratulations. Wow. If that's not brave, then I don't know what is, because you don't know what the next step is, but you took the steps anyway. So good for you, and good luck. That's amazing. So we will see. Fear is man's greatest weakness. See this? This is shit. Fear is man's greatest weakness. Yes, it is. So that's, wait, hang on, time out. Just to go, not to gloss over this. That's what you meant when you said you sent it at 5:00 today. You sent the resignation letter. Wow, excellent. That's. There's the girl on the ropes. She's right there. It suppresses self-growth. It does. It really does. I'll tell you, Kirsten, just to kind of help alleviate this. I started my business in a position of weakness because I found out that the boss that I had at my old job was looking to fire me because I was doing the job of 2 or 3 people, and I kept suggesting that we hire other people so that one can do this job and that one can do that job, and I could do my job, the one I was hired to do, instead of me doing my job and these other positions that nobody was doing and I wasn't getting paid for. And he didn't like that idea because he was paying me one salary to do the job of 3 people, whereas I wanted him to pay 3 people to do the job of 3 people. And my solution was to hire more people. His solution was to fire me and find somebody who would shut up and just do all 3 jobs. And then luckily I found out that he was planning to do this, and so I quit and started my own business. And it's been 24 years. And here we are. So you'll be okay. Just step by step, day by day. Every day is not going to be lollipops and roses. Every day is not going to be easy. And there are going to be days when you're thinking to yourself, why did I do that? That was a huge mistake. It wasn't a huge mistake. It was just that you didn't have... there will always be things you don't know, and always be things that you will need to learn, and you just need to trust that you'll learn them. There's no perfect way to quit your job and start your own business. Sure, lots of people will say, well, make sure you have 50 clients and $1 million in the bank and then quit your job. But great. But most of us weren't up to that point. Most of us were like, oh, I quit and now I got to go find a client. So you can do it. Today's fear: my phone died frozen. Buy new phone. That stinks. Yeah, right now you need a new phone. Kind of like me with the computer that day. And Tammy's here. Hello, how are you? Fear: face everything. And by the way, her name is Tabitha, but I know her as Tammy, and I call her Tammy because we grew up together. Fear: face everything and rise, or face everything and run. We fear the unknown. It's good to take risks. Face everything and rise, or face everything and run. I like that. Different acronyms. I will accept them from you and nobody else. No, I don't need anyone else's acronyms. Okay. So what are the choices here? You can rise up and be the spirit part, or you can run away and just and accept that you are the human part that the ego believes that you are, and that you're weak and you will be vanquished, or you have to run and hide. Those are your 2 choices in fight or flight. Those are the ego human part choices: fight or flight. We know that there's a 3rd choice. It's rise above it. No, I don't need to fight it. That's silly. Somebody's going to get hurt, and I don't need to run away. This is where I am. I'm here, and I've done a lot to get here. I was going to go over it. So there you go. But a lot of people don't see that one. Oh, I see. Yeah, you see, right? It's not the end of the world, but it just makes it a little easier. For me, and making things easier for me is what I like. So fear is darkness that just needs a light shining on it. That's it, right? This is shadow work. That's what this is. Kirsten Moore, kudos to you. Yes, definitely kudos to Kirsten. Yay, Kirsten, Braveheart indeed. Indiana Jones chose wisely. Yes. Yes, You chose wisely. That's I like that part. Hugs, Kirsten. Yeah, Kirsten. Clearly, you have a lot of support here. So feel free to use the group as that support as you need it. We are all here for you. Kirsten, you are manifesting your own reality. You certainly are. And I'm proud of you. So that's the last comment. And unless more come in, then Amy, you get the booby prize today. And I'm going to go get ready to go out. And we're going, like I said, we have an award ceremony to go to for my daughter. She's graduating college. She's graduating high school this week, and she's getting awards tonight from the school. So that's that. And Marcia showed up. Catch you in the replay. Didn't see the new time. Yeah, I will always try it. It's usually going to be 6:30. I'm trying to keep it at 6:30 p.m. My time. That's Eastern United States. But if I don't, then right under the title, I've been putting it in that all caps lettering with stars next to it. Like today it'll be at 5 o'clock. Today it'll be at 3 o'clock. Whatever. So just look for that. If you don't see that, then it's most likely just going to be at 6:30. Kirsten, thanks everyone. I could not have done it without this group. We got a great crew of artists. Pirates, yes, we do. Maybe I'll rename the group to Pirates and see what happens. That's not going to happen. Crimson, I need some of that courage, Kirsten, when it comes to quitting my part-time job. I hear you. It's a big step, and that ego is going to do everything that it can to stop you from doing it, because the part-time job, the full-time job, the job, whatever job it is, that is predictable. It is a comfort zone, and the ego can at least predict with some kind of accuracy that you'll have stability and income and blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to, I'm going to quit that, get rid of that, take that, throw it in the garbage, and I'm going to start this thing, your ego doesn't know what to do with that. And that's where the fear sets in. It's not because it won't work. Lots of people have done it and made it work. But your ego knows that lots of people have done it and not made it work. But those people didn't work, not because they picked the wrong thing or they didn't like it or they weren't good enough. They didn't work because they succumbed to the fear. They faced it and ran instead of faced it and rise. So, yeah, Tammy, that worked out great. See, you helped me put a period on the sentence here today. And Haley says, yay, enjoy the celebration. Thank you. So that's it. You get the booby prize now, Haley. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Yes. And again, remember, no Daily Fuel on Friday, but tomorrow's not Friday, so I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Thanks very much for being with me. I appreciate it.